That's my second best character.
And that last set was really good.
I didn't get to see it because I was playing, but I heard the pop-off sort of.
Yeah, it was Sharkbait versus Loop. Sharkbait, when did he get so good, man?
He just kind of improved. I think, because like with Sonic, you generally hit your mental barriers, and once you break through them, you just improve significantly all at once.
So you reach Supersonic.
Okay. It's more like, because it's like, you have to be able to like swallow your like
Chaos
instinct. Sure. You have to develop them like Chaos, and then just, basically it's just a patience game. The more patient you can be with Sonic, because he has his optimal combos, every Sonic does. But he's gotten patient enough now that he doesn't like run into things he shouldn't, and that's making him an actual dangerous threat.
It was very impressive. First game, he SD'd at like 30%, but then brought the game back.
Damn.
Pretty exciting stuff. Second game was much closer. But...
He is my like student. I've been, because we've been the two Sonics in Durham for like the longest time. I kind of dropped Sonic and made him like a secondary-ish, and started playing Bayo, but he's taken the flag. I'm sure he's a better Sonic than me by now.
Hey, well, the student has surpassed the master, I suppose.
My Sonic has never 2-0'd Loop before, so.
Yeah, definitely. One of his better wins here. Every week,
that's
so
his
much
best win
improvement.
so far, ever, actually. Because he beat Pink Lights, but last week.
Yeah, I mentioned
that's a big win.
I mentioned before that I kind of disappeared from the community for a while, and when I left, he was like 0-2 every tournament. Barely even taking stocks. Now he's like, he could probably beat me now. Whereas before, I'm pretty sure I faced him in bracket before, and I won pretty much using only Mewtwo forward air.
One tournament and you beat him.
I did pretty much just like Mewtwo forward air and beat him.
Yeah.
But like,
it's crazy.
I don't know what it's been.
I'm projected to play him next for 5th, which is crazy.
You can imagine. All
I'm
right.
very impressed. I'm super happy.
This doubles taking a minute.
Hovering over Castle Siege, the illegal stage.
Let's see. Hey, smile for the camera.
I'm like out of the camera. Yeah, what do you want to see? Your boys are doing great.
All right, doubles grands starting out right here. I wasn't even prepared for that. We were waiting a little bit. Double Falcon versus the GetShulked team. They've been both teams have been running these teams the whole tournament, I believe.
Game 1 against us, Pokecheese went Sword Fighter, but other than that, full Ike. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but
which I'm kind of surprised they haven't switched off with Falcon at this point, because like Jacob plays every character.
No, but they're doing so well though. We were saying earlier that Jacob is almost like an exact copy of TVfish when he plays Falcon. Earlier, it was insane. They were doing stuff at like the exact same time.
I was in that set when they perfect pivot taunted at the same time.
And when they were both jabbing at the ledge at the same time, like they're like the same player. It's
synchronized
scary.
Double Falcon is crazy.
Okay, the up B taking a trade.
That was probably that was definitely worth. They're up a stock now, and Shulk is tanking. Shulk, not easy to kill. Jump and speed art.
Jump speed.
And shield. I meant to say shield instead of speed. But
speed.
That too.
You can run around.
You can camp with all
I think it's more depending on matchup than anything else.
Yeah.
All right, down there again, the ass hitbox.
And
the foot hitbox.
Through the stage. On Battlefield and Lila, you can do that with Falcon. It's really effective.
Yeah, definitely. It's a tiny ledge, so.
Yeah, you can just make the hitbox go right through it. The one thing about this team is like it's so much aggressive pressure, and then versus spacing, which is essentially what the other team is. So this is just a solid matchup overall.
When they have control of the stage, when red team has control of the stage, they're very scary because Ike and Shulk kind of cover each other's openings very well. Yeah, but when they're at a disadvantage, they can no longer cover each other, so it's very difficult to get back on. But at the same time, TVfish at one stock here, red team very, very slightly ahead.
Getting the dare. I noticed red team's very great with their ping pong combos, whereas blue team's more option coverage based.
Right.
Like they kind of just chase you into a corner and then you can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing. And trying to keep the Shulk off the stage here. 35%, nice punish. Up air, up air, up air, up air. Down air! Oh!
The dare.
The perfect. I don't know. You didn't see that coming, man. Off the stage.
Oh. Okay. If Pokecheese lived that would have been really funny.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
That could have been a disaster.
Man, but he up airs you 4 times in a row, and then after the 4th up air, it doesn't matter if you're off stage or not. You gotta air dodge that shit.
Gotta air dodge, and you do, and then you die because he dares you. The thing about Falcons is like he's very good at creating 50-50s with like knee or stop or whatever kill move he has, all of them.
Yeah.
So with two Falcons, if they're both in the same spot and they can kind of like react, they can cover the 50-50 so you're actually just unable to do anything. Yeah. So if your character don't have like really good movement options, you're just kind of gonna
Release
get
the ninjas.
Release the ninjas.
Of course, the Prank Patrol references coming through.
Yep.
Only 90s kids remember this.
Literally. Like that's one of the things that it's actually only 90s kids remember.
Yeah, like who actually watched that show?
That show's just gone. Like things like people are referencing SpongeBob and you're like, only 90 kids. Well, SpongeBob is still around, but like the Prank Patrol.
I feel like it was for a specific age group at a specific time.
Yes, and
So
it's
it's
gone
like-
now. It doesn't exist.
It was a weird show.
It really was.
I feel like I always like those kind of prank shows. You ever watch Impractical Jokers?
Yeah, and like
That show's hilarious. It's actually one of my favorite shows on TV right now.
and Punked. Punked was another one.
Ooh, the
Ashton
stomp.
Kutcher. Ooh.
But then SD.
Also, I mean, trading stocks with this team, depending on momentum, is usually worth.
And then another death.
Oh yeah, another trade. Now it's a 2-stock.
All right, I didn't know we were playing 2 stocks 7 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, just a clusterfuck at the right side of the stage right now.
Oh yeah, we don't have to be esports.
Yeah, fuck esports.
Look at this shit. This is insane.
And they're all just kind of grouped together like crazy right now.
It's kind of a scramble. In situations like that, the characters with better frame data are benefiting. So I would say Double Falcon really wants this.
This is just the sweatiest game of Smash I've ever seen.
The sweatiest, sloppiest.
The sweatiest, sloppiest, messiest game of Smash ever.
The bunch of meat.
Where
Back-to-back
these
forward
VODs
smashes.
aren't going on YouTube, let's just say that.
Well, they are, but
They're not.
it doesn't matter. Ooh, that counter. Sending Steve from accounting off stage, but holding stock pretty well here.
Back air. Yeah, Steve holding on to that stock, losing that stock.
See him going for some more liberal reads with that forward smash charge.
You know, when you're a liberal, gets back aired.
They're not red though, they're blue. Ooh. Trading jab with Shulk's grab and then just fell off stage because of it. Could have been dangerous, but reacted fast enough to get back. The worst is when you're in a corner and you're trying to like down tilt it or something and they quickly knock you off stage with a move and then you just kill yourself with a move that makes you fly downward. Like you fast fall stomp as Falcon.
The spike, GetShulked, holding onto the stock desperately here with that shield.
Shield mode. He's gonna need it. The second he gets off shield mode, they're just gonna tunnel him because
Oh my
double
goodness.
counter getting the kill. That was insane.
Are you kidding? That was crazy. That was the power
awareness that required.
That was the powered up counter too. That was actually like so close to just missing.
He got all 6 stocks there.
Get.
Pokecheese holding it down though. He definitely wasn't dead weight.
Look at those heads.
All the heads.
All right, moving on to game 3 here. Managing to even this up. Good stuff. Good stuff. Impressive.
Excellent.
Excellent.
All right, going to battle.
Lee is a beautiful character, always at frame
Put him in
disadvantage.
Smash.
What a beautiful character, always at frame disadvantage. Horrible punishment. Just no neutral. He's a worse version of Shaheen, but you know what? He's got the personality to make up for it. It shows that he's a worse version of Shaheen.
I thought you said he's a worse version of Shaquille O'Neal.
Ah, yes.
Shaq, my favorite fighting game.
But you know what?
character.
Lee is just evidence that even if you're lacking in some aspects, having a good personality can really make up for it. So,
And right now, blue team has a pretty good personality, not even taking a hit yet on TVfish. And that, as I say, that curse, but you know, he's bound to get hit at least once by GetShulked and Pokecheese. They're just dominating right now. I think the small space is really helping them because they're getting a lot more brawls close up. Falcon certainly has a better boxing game than both Ike and Shulk.
well, yeah, I mean they do attack with their fists. So.
Yeah. Shulk in general, and Ike too, just kind of suffering from
Yeah.
slower frame data.
Can you imagine a version of like kickboxing where they use swords?
That'd be crazy.
It's like kickboxing with swords.
I mean, that's just like old style fighting. Because people would, like, you can kick people in a sword fight. That's effective. You push them away.
That's cheating.
Push them away and then just stab them or something.
We're gonna turn that off.
Ooh. Is that Jade's phone?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to talk about that. Oh, and finally dropping Steve's first stock. But,
Stock.
dropping his first stock. It's actually kind of evened up at this point. Ooh, the backslash, taking out his teammate by accident. But super high percent, can't really complain about dying.
Right.
TVfish holding it down.
Holding it down. Holding
Noises.
Down. Man.
Both of them pretty emotive players. You can hear the little grunts.
TVfish holding down like DJ Khaled right now. Just stock taken really well here. TVfish is good at that when it really needs to be.
2-1.
Yo,
I regret making that tweet earlier.
Yeah, Jade, you're
The tweet where it said that I sandbag on purpose to make the
Jade!
technology through faster. I have not sandbagged once, and I am so scared.
Jade. Your dad called.
It died?
Your dad called.
Oh, my dad called. Shit. But
Oh, and this is even stocks once again, but
Ooh.
TVfish finally dropping his first stock there.
Right.
Now it's kind of looking dire for the blue team. They had complete control at the beginning of this game. Ooh, the backslash taking the stock. Now 2 stocks up for the red team, but high percent.
Yeah, they've been adapting so well here.
Yeah.
Blue team,
Not gonna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Prank Patrol's just been very dominant this whole tournament, but finally someone's managed to adapt here properly.
I'm not gonna discredit Pokecheese, but I know that GetShulked is just incredible at adapting to his opponents.
GetShulked is.
He's certainly been turning things around here. Had to take the stock there because he couldn't make it back without his jump.
Evening up a little bit.
Ooh, I like the up air chain into up B from Steve thinking he was shield on the platform to combat it.
Alright.
Or perhaps vision.
They have to be so careful here. Pokecheese just needs a good hit on both of them and they're dead, really. Or that back air. There you go. TVfish, almost dead. Not quite. Good DI. Slowly.
This could go at anyone because of rage.
Yeah, slowly but surely bring this back.
That back air might be gimping Pokecheese? No, making it back. Okay.
Barely. If he was just a bit lower there.
This is just terrifying. Any grab is a punish with your stock.
Pokecheese is going for that.
Ooh, a trade! Oh, and Steve's gonna lose his stock. This is a 2v1.
Let's hope you can kind of hear Steve yelling in the background. Let's hope he can stay composed for the next game here, because this.
I think that's the set for the first set.
Yeah,
But they're coming from losers.
Steve and TVfish both are really high momentum players, so they really need to just meditate here for a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna update the bracket. That first set was 2-1 for the what is their GetShulked, right? I almost read the prank.
Yeah, -1.
I can't talk today. I'm sorry. You're commentating on yourself. I always say something if I think of it, but I just can't freaking enunciate at the moment for some reason.
I gotta freak my words.
Freaking it.
What song is that again?
What? What do you freaked it?
Then I freaked it. What is
I
that
don't
song called
remember.
again?
I don't listen to that music.
I
I genuinely don't remember.
It's got Kendrick in it.
I'm sure you know. You'll just have to think of it. You'll remember. It could just be I freaked it.
And then I freaked it. Took it to my pet house and I freaked it.
Alright, so sets 2 starting on Battlefield.
The song is the modern version of the song is the modern version of Then I Got High or whatever the song is called.
Oh.
I was gonna clean the room.
Alright, set 2 of Grand Finals. I think we're waiting for every single set in singles at this point. Oh, shit.
Yeah, basically.
Yep. Yeah, we gotta wait.
Yepper, and
Boys.
going on here.
Singles.
I believe this is set 2. Is this first to 3?
Yeah, it's best of
Yeah, it's best of 3. Wow. So this is set 2, game 1 starting on FD. That's an interesting choice.
FD.
Coming out from the blue team. Well, it could be either team, I don't know.
That's how you
I'm good.
Oh, he died.
I might have got sort of blessed because that means
Now we don't have to play, yeah.
yeah. And
That's
also,
a good thing, actually.
Well, we play there, but
That just,
loser of that
It's
race.
unfortunate
so
that
might be able
Steven
to play
lost his
Dark Fate, and that gives me
stock so
here,
early in this
pretty
game.
much.
unless he beats you two,
Because like I said, when
imagine
GetShulked, when their team is at an advantage state, they just keep it. Oh my god.
Ooh, that's just dominating.
It was like the very bottom of air slash hit Steve when he was recovering and ate his jump,
Oh, that's crazy.
and then the top hit killed TVfish.
Okay, that's crazy.
So yeah, this is
So much awareness.
don't go floating.
I'm not going to.
Well, I wasn't sure, like, if
Going bail.
you'll probably win, right? That's the fucking beauty.
like still have 3 stocks here. Ick.
Yeah.
GetShulked. Covering him.
He's playing well today.
I know.
I can't exactly exploit.
For a game
Shulked.
2, I
Oh,
kind of fucked up
I don't
twice.
know how the hell Pokecheese screwed that up.
Yeah.
He won game 1.
But it happens.
Ooh, almost
Backslash,
SD'd on the
nice up B.
end of Pokecheese there, but he made it back.
Yeah, he spaced that just nicely enough so that he actually got a lot more damage on TVfish. He's back here, get him off stage, going for the
Derek
spike. Not
almost killing too, because it would have if it hit. That was definitely dead Falcon.
quite. All right, Steve at 114%. Things looking grim here.
Ooh, GetShulked the lingering dare kills off the side.
Confused about that. Pokecheese landed behind him and used counter. Not entirely sure. Falcon kick. Accidentally turned around to get that down. So
All right,
Forward smash.
Steve on his last legs here.
evening it up a little bit. If they can just
And Pokecheese just trying to abuse his invincibility, running up and dash attacking, but not falling for it.
if they can just get Shulk here, then maybe this is doable.
Ooh, nice back air coming up. GetShulked. I said nice back air.
Next back there.
Okay.
150.
Well, this is still doable because of the fact that rage is a thing.
No fucking way!
Yeah, no fucking way. He lost his stock. And things are looking a lot less doable now.
Ooh, down tilt.
Oh, down.
Fair. That's a very solid.
How-
Okay, now they can just kind
Nope.
of. Falcon doesn't have a way to get back from that if there's 2 big sorties there.
Yeah, really, what does he do? Even if it the dude can like land a knee on one character and then get punished after by the other.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
You need your teammate there.
I have to murder.
It's kind of a problem with Falcon and
Oh, I don't know.
Dubs,
I didn't
especially in
close
2v1 situations. Falcon's very hard-hitting moves all have a lot of cooldown. Of course, you don't have to worry about cooldown when you actually hit the moves.
Is it that one?
But you can knee your opponent, and then you'll have so much cooldown that your opponent can just hit you anyway. The other guy can just hit you anyway. So it's kind of an issue with Falcon and Dubs. Yo, we in 60 FPS? Wow.
No, we have a tie something in the edge of fucking nowhere.
Yo, Beyond the Summit streaming Dota 2. I'd rather be watching that right now.
34,000 people live.
That's a big tournament. The International is coming up. It's in Canada this year.
So, GetShulked up a game in set 2 after a decent showing recently.
Miles better stop looking
Ooh,
at
we're
me.
getting the counter pick finally coming up from Steve here. We got a Meta Knight.
Meta Knight.
Interesting choice considering these 2 characters aren't really like super susceptible to ladders. But I guess he's assuming like Meta Knight can easily edgeguard Ike and probably harass Shulk. That's who he goes against GetShulked in singles. So
Yeah, definitely a bit more of a...
a personal counter pick.
Yeah, and also this their plan here might be a bit more like a Meta Knight's just going to harass the hell out of them. TVfish might go for the kills more. Not working out so far.
I think they were just both trying to do the same thing too much.
Yeah, it's almost like they were facing 2 of the same player. You know what they're both going to do.
Once they figured out one, they had the other, basically.
Basically. And they're both big old sworded characters. Double Falcon kind of struggles against that.
He can. As we saw in the earlier games, he really wasn't, but
Yeah, but they're adapting well here. Just beautiful spacing, beautiful stage control.
I think before I was complimenting GetShulked as an adaptation, but I feel like Pokecheese is really adapting too now. Ooh, getting the knee on Shulk though. Spot dodge read. But that should be a dead Ike unless, nope, messes up the nair.
Missed.
The scary thing about Ike is if you do hit him when he's recovering, he can just kill you with the side B. That happened to me earlier. So I understand Steve being hesitant there, but that nair definitely would have gimped. I like the option to counter there.
Snare stuff. Ooh.
And
Gimped him.
if he reacted faster, I think he could have up-B'd, but he probably still wouldn't have made it far enough.
Yeah.
That up B not connecting on GetShulked. Gonna live another day.
Dash up, up, down.
Ooh, playing super risky there from Steve, dropping off ledge while Ike is coming down to it.
All right, actually, blue team pulling it off here. Like
Steve holding his stock way better than he was in previous games.
Yeah, early, very beginning of the game, it was looking like it might have been a steamroll, but some quick adaptations coming in. Up smash.
But both dropping
as I say that,
even.
Just the way it is with this kind of game, really.
Because red team doesn't really care about being at high percent because they both live for a long time. It's more so Ike has to watch out for being gimped, but he's doing a pretty good job of not letting that happen. He's only been gimped about once.
Much harder to exploit Ike's recovery in doubles just because he's got that other person to cover him.
Ooh, solid forward smash coming up from TVfish there, hitting both teammates, I think.
With the solid elbow.
The people's elbow.
It's for the people. Up
Ooh,
B.
raw B, almost killing. But not getting the sweet spot. But that would have been
Forward
the
air,
end of
down air, give him the...
GetShulked likes to be very aggressive in doubles, I noticed, so that could be a detriment depending on how blue team reacts to it.
Yeah, I would say so. Go for the down B. I'm tempted to do some crazy stuff right now. Back throw. Forward air. No. Side B.
Ooh, nice tech.
Ooh, nice. Was that 2 techs?
I think it might have been. Oh, but down smash.
Smash.
Covering pretty much all of his options other than drop down, jump fair.
Pokecheese at 170. How does he survive?
Is he going to live to tell another? Oh, because Steve still has 2 stocks, so this is heavily in blue team's favor. Because that's the end of Pokecheese right there. So this is a tough 2v1 for GetShulked. Don't count him out though, because Shulk is so tricky and so hard to hit.
Just got to point out that TVfish had the obligatory Falcon kick off the ledge.
He does believe it's the best move in the game. And there's the first stock coming out from GetShulked.
Eru slash him.
Oh, that's it though.
Taking it for a rodeo. Travis Scott him right off the top of the
got
stage.
1-1.
I thought he was going for a hug there, but he was going for his water bottle.
Going for the water. The water.
I'm hungry.
We're probably all hungry. Ooh. Okay, no. I thought it was a disrespectful replay save. So holding up singles a bit, but I think we'll definitely still have plenty of time to finish the bracket.
We should. Yeah.
Already in top
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I just said already in top 8. The full bracket is top 8.
Yeah, it's 8 sets. And it's pretty much all best of 3, right?
So, yeah, just these are best of 5. The rest is all best of 3.
The finals?
Yeah. Winch finals, losers finals. Run. Alright, so sticking with Midnight this time. Felt the game went good enough. For sure.
Okay, putting on the damage. GetShulked.
Yeah. Ooh, early stock coming up from GetShulked there. Probably meant to use air, like not air, fucking jump Monado to get that up B higher, but didn't have it on, so just couldn't make it.
Even though that would have made it. Going for a gimp here. Stage spike. Should still
make it back? Yes, he can. He's Midnight. Ooh, that might be. Okay, never mind. I thought he also died. But
big recovery.
Potential. Oh no. Okay. Potential gimp from Steve, but not
there you go.
Out. That forward smash killing Midnight. But TVfish sitting at only 42%. That's pretty solid. Considering that Pokecheese is in kill percent. Must have been 1v1ing Pokecheese all the way there. Nice pressure coming up from TVfish on the left side.
Pokecheese just trying to keep his ground here. It's like 3 stocks, so close to death, but so far.
Holding on to it's very important at this stage.
Forward throw, just getting him out of there. Going for that dash
Interesting
tag.
option.
Yeah, not the safest. I don't think that would have killed even if it hit.
I'm pretty sure up throw fair was a combo at that percent too, so he must have just been trusting GetShulked to get some sort of follow-up. Which is reasonable, because he usually does.
Nice smash, go.
GetShulked getting stomped by TVfish there.
Pokecheese is going for so many big reads right now.
Yeah.
Not paying off.
I mean, he kind of has to. He's pretty behind, but blue team's just dominating at the moment. TVfish only at 98 on his first stock.
Forward throw. Forward air.
Oh, responding with a forward air.
Up B. Barely taking that stock.
Ooh, GetShulked just loves that air slash.
TVfish. Stock tanking as a stock tank does. GetShulked trying to make the most out of this. Really going for the risky stuff here with the Buster Banana.
Unfortunate situation there. Pokecheese got thrown into TVfish, so he just got a free back air.
But we got a game.
We do. They're once again tied on stocks, but percent's looking a little bit in blue team's favor, I would say. Just a little bit, though.
Yeah, a little bit. And Meta Knight.
Yeah, Midnight on his last legs here. He's going to be very careful.
Yeah, GetShulked is going to last a bit longer here with that Shield Monano. Meta Knight.
Longer. There's nothing Midnight has that can kill GetShulked at this point below like 180.
It's really even these attacks here. GetShulked tends to always attack, or like very often just throw out attacks when he's off stage. It seems to work.
He's also very good at making use of the mouth, which is the Monano art lag cancel. So he'll switch to an art and then do an aerial, and then it immediately has 0 lag. So he can just safely throw out things while his teammate can get into a safer position.
And red team both at extremely high percents here. GetShulked getting his shield up again.
Nice down
Almost.
Back throw, not going to kill yet.
Up smash.
But
Not
that is a
quite
dead
away.
Falcon and a dead Meta Knight. So this is now a 2v1.
That was
Kind of terrifying, but it's totally doable because Pokecheese is 1 hit away from death.
Steve went all or nothing on that whip
GetShulked
punish.
seemed to try to edge guard Pokecheese for a second there, but realizing it was his teammate. Alright, kind of just going in right now.
Oh my
Nice
goodness.
up tilt off of Pokecheese there. That looked like the startup of up smash, and I was like, what is he doing? And then I realized it was an up tilt. Very smart. Yeah, didn't really. If he threw there, that was a free punish, so he had to be very careful of how he used that grab. Falcon's. Oh, sorry.
They're just covering all his options
Ooh,
here.
gets the back air though, taking out Pokecheese. So this is now a 1v1. Can TVfish defeat GetShulked? DMG.
It is GetShulked.
Yeah.
So this is going to be
This
very
is a
hard.
very strong player.
One of the best we have here.
Ooh, that was a risky option. I feel like he should have just went for the fair. Not having been auto active, this is very scary for GetShulked here.
TVfish needs an option
Pressure.
here.
Okay, lands with the mouth canceled on the speed. Fair from ledge. GetShulked pressuring his shield on the platform, but TVfish
nice.
holding his own. See, he also can be reverse when the Monado art activates, so he just did that off stage there, so he usually does that into air slash.
Yo, this is way too close right
This
now.
is completely last hit. Getting shield Monado very smart. Only thing he has to watch out for is that does make him way more
Oh
susceptible
my god, the reverse
to a
here.
knee, but that is going to be the game. So this is now 1-1? Or is that the end? I don't remember what the score was.
That was it.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Yeah, he would have died actually with a normal hitbox, but that reverse hit just adds insult to injury because it's like, hey, you have an opportunity to tech. Fuck you, you missed.
Get fucked. So I'm guessing that was 2-1. So I'm first.
Alright, well, good stuff to GetShulked, and good stuff to Prank Patrol as well.
Yeah, definitely showing that they can keep up.
That was a good doubles bracket for sure.
Jesus Christ, look how zoomed in Discord is right now.